Hi everyone, welcome to MR Learning Circle. I hope everyone is fit and fine and doing good in their lives. So this is the 18th lecture of our MCQ series, and in today's lecture we are going to cover the pentose phosphate pathway as well as the Entner-Dodorov pathway. So I hope you all have watched the previous videos. If not, then you can find the link of the playlist above here or somewhere in the description box. Okay. And to get your ebook, you can also find the links of your MCQ ebook as well your notes and the MSQ ebook in the description box. Go get them and it would be really beneficial for your upcoming GATE examination. So now let's start with the first topic, that is pentose phosphate pathway, and the first question is: the primary function of pentose phosphate pathway is to, options are A. Generate ATP, B. Oxidize NADH, C. Produce NADPH and ribose 5-phosphate, D. Produce FADH2 and CO2. So the correct answer for this question is option C, produce NADPH and ribose 5-phosphate. So PPP, it provides NADPH for the reductive biophotosynthesis and ribose 5-phosphate for nucleotide synthesis. Now question number 2. The oxidative phase of PPP generates. PPP means pentose phosphate pathway. Now it generates what? Options are A. NADH, B. NADPH, C. FADH2, D. ATP. Correct answer for this question is NADPH2. Question number 3. The enzyme catalyzing the first committed step in PPP is A. Glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, B. 6-phosphogluconate dehydrogenase, C. Transketolase, D. Ribulose 5-phosphate epimerase. So correct answer for this question is option A, glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. So this glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenate, it initiates the oxidative phase and regulates the NADPH production. Now question number 4. In the oxidative phase, how many carbon dioxide molecules are released per glucose 6-phosphate molecule? Options are A1, B2, C3, D6. So the correct answer for this question is B2. Question number 5. The non-oxidative phase of PPP mainly, options are A. regenerates ATP, B. interconverts sugar to link with glycolysis, C. reduces NADP plus to NADPH, D. produces acetyl coenzyme A. So the correct answer for this question is option B, interconverts sugar to link with glycolysis. Question number 6. Transketolase requires which cofactor? Options are A. biotin, B. FAD, C. thiamine pyrophosphate TPP and D is NAD+. So the correct answer for this question is option C, thiamine pyrophosphate. So transketolase, it uses the TPP as coenzyme to transfer 2 carbon units between sugars. Now question number 7. Okay, question number 7. Just a minute. There's some misprint, I guess. So question number 9. In tissues like liver and adipose tissues, the PPP is active mainly because options are A. ATP demand is very high, B. ATP demand for NADPH in fatty acid synthesis, C. requirement for carbon dioxide fixation, D. glycolytic rate. So correct answer for this question is option B, high demand for NADPH in fatty acid synthesis. Now question 10. Which of the following sugar conversion is catalyzed by transaldolase in PPP? Options are pseudoheptulose plus 3-GP gives erythrose 4-phosphate plus fructose 6-phosphate. B. Ribulose 5-phosphate gives xylulose 5-phosphate. C. Fructose 6-phosphate gives ribose 5-phosphate. D. Ribose 5-phosphate gives ribulose 5-phosphate. So the correct answer for this question is option A. Pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate plus 3-GP gives erythrose 4-phosphate plus fructose 6-phosphate. Okay. So that was for your pentose phosphate pathway. Now we have the next question from the Entner pathway. So Entner pathway is found primarily in, options are mammalian cell, B. yeast, C. certain aerobic and facultative gram-negative bacteria, D. archaea. So the correct answer for this question is option C, certain aerobic and facultative gram-negative bacteria. Now question 2. The first committed enzyme unique to the ED pathway is, options are A. glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, B. 6-phosphogluconate dehydratase, C. phosphogluconate dehydrogenase, D. pyruvate kinase. So the correct answer for this question is B. 6-phosphogluconate dehydratase. Question 3. The key intermediate unique to Entner-Doudoroff pathway is A. glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, B. 2-keto-3-deoxy-6-phosphogluconate, C. 1,3 bis-phosphoglycerate D-pyruvate. So the correct answer for this question is option B, KDPG. Now question 4. The net energy yield in Entner-Doudoroff pathway is 1 ATP, 1 NADPH, 1 NADPH, B. 2 ATP, 2 NADH, C. 4 ATP, 2 NADH, D. 1 ATP, 2 NADH and 1 FADH2. So the correct answer for this question is option A, 1 ATP, 1 NADH and 1 NADPH. Now next question. Which enzyme catalyzes the cleavage of KDPG? Options are A. aldolase, B. KDPG aldolase, C. transketolase, D. enolase. So the correct answer for this question is option B, KDPG aldolase. Now question 6. The Entner-Doudoroff pathway provides both energy and reducing power for, options are A. strict anaerobes, B. aerobic bacteria needing NADPH for biosynthesis, C. mitochondrial oxidation, D. lactate fermentation. Options are correct answer for this is B. aerobic bacteria needing NADPH for biosynthesis. Question number 7. In EDP, how many molecules of pyruvate are found per glucose? Options are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 2 pyruvate. Question 8. Which of the following currently compares the energy yield of EDP and EMP, that's in glycolysis? So EDP yields more ATP, B. EDP yields less ATP but generate NADPH, C. EDP yields equal ATP and NADH, D. both yield the same energy. So option B is the correct answer. EDP yields less ATP but generates NADPH. Question number 9. In Pseudomonas aeruginosa, the primary pathway for glucose metabolism is, options are A. glycolysis, that is EMP pathway, B. Entner-Doudoroff pathway, C. TCA cycle, D. pentose phosphate pathway. So correct answer obviously option B, Entner-Doudoroff pathway. So now question number 10. Which of the following statement best distinguishes the Entner-Doudoroff pathway for glycolysis? Options are A. It bypasses fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, B. It uses fructose 1,6 bisphosphatase, C. It produces 2 ATP molecules, D. It occurs only in anaerobes. So correct answer for this question is option A. It bypasses fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. So that was all for the lecture 18. I hope you have learned something from this video. If yes, then please do like, share and comment down below. And to get connected with me, you can find the Instagram as well as the Telegram ID in the description box. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Bye.